Hey, what's up, YouTube? YYC Cop Bites, Andrew here. Welcome to the channel. Obviously, yesterday we had the Ballon D'Or award ceremony. Virgil just barely beaten by Messi. Don't think Messi deserved that one. Actually, not even don't think Messi didn't deserve that one. Is he the best player in the world? Yeah, most likely. Was he the best player last year? No, he wasn't. And that just seems to be a common consensus around football right now. But it's a popularity contest, and Messi is their little darling. So he's the big brand, and six Ballon d'Or for him, and puts that whole Messi Ronaldo debate to bed. Apparently, is what people are saying. I don't know. But drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. I personally feel that it should have been Van Dijk with Messi as a close second. It was the other way around. What you gonna do? Virgil lost by like 2 votes or 7 points or 7 votes or something like that. So to run a forward and someone who scored 50 goals, 50 plus goals in a season that close as a defender, like good on you, Virgil, and we're all proud of you. You won it in our hearts. So. The other one there, Sadio Mane finishing in 4th. How Cristiano Ronaldo finished in front of Sadio Mane, I'll never know. Or in front of Salah for that reason, that moment or that thing as well. Like he finished in 5th. I think it should have been my personal order would have been Van Dijk, Messi, Mane, Salah, and maybe Ronaldo. I don't know. I might even I don't know. I don't know how Ronaldo's in that conversation right now. So. But yeah, we had 4 players in the top 10. We had 7 players in total in the top 30. So, good on you, Liverpool, and that just goes to show how good of a season we had last year. The other one just recently, obviously the 1-1 draw with Napoli, not what we were looking for, but never make things easy on ourselves anyway. Just a big thing that came out of that was obviously this long-term injury to Fabinho, who has been one of our better players, and he's going to be missed in the midfield. But this is a good chance for our players to show that this squad depth is a real thing, and that we can continue to compete. Obviously Man City's had their injuries, we've had our injuries, which people seem to keep forgetting. But this is a big one. Having Fabinho out of that defensive midfield role is a massive hole in our lineup. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward there. Then we had the 2-1 win over Brighton. 2 early goals from Van Dijk, beautiful headers, and 2 absolutely stunning crosses from Trent. The kid is something else. He is the best right back in the world, and just his delivery is getting better and better and better. It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward with him. I do think we're going to see him playing in the midfield at some point. The only other one from that game, obviously, is Alisson's red card. Now, what he was doing there, I'll never know. He goes out of the game, comes out, jumps up, touches the ball with his hand outside the box. It's an automatic red. Very easy decision for Atkinson, which normally he makes tough ones. So good for him. He finally got the right call in a Liverpool game. Obviously Adrian comes into that game, and then Atkinson just screws the pooch and blows the whistle while we've got a cold goaltender warming up his gloves and setting up his wall. The other thing I noticed from that too is that this new rule with the wall, if there's 3 players in a set wall, the opposing team can't have a player within a yard of the wall. There was a Brighton and Hove player standing directly beside our wall. So how VAR missed that, how Atkinson missed that, and why that goal was allowed to stand, I'll never know. But it's Atkinson, and this is what we've come to expect. So looking forward, it's the Merseyside derby. It's at Anfield. It's under the lights. We're talking about a late night game at Anfield, Merseyside derby. The fans are going to be up for it. The Everton fans are going to be there just causing an absolute ruckus. So I'm excited for it. Kickoff here in Calgary is at 1:15. We're down at the Cat and Fiddle. I am back in Calgary. I will be there with you guys, so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. It's been a while, so looking forward to kind of getting in and chanting. I've been watching the last couple games with my mom, who's obviously from Liverpool. I grew up in Old Swan. So that was fun to watch with her again, but I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and watching the game. So yeah, obviously looking forward to that game. You look back at our last one that we played on that 96th minute freak header by Divock Origi. Klopp sprinting down the pitch and jumping into Alisson's arms. Like, this is what this derby is all about. There's so much passion. There's so much resentment between the players and the fans of the opposing team. So it's always something to get up for. It's one of the greatest derbies in the Premier League, or if not the greatest derby in the Premier League. So very excited for that. Should we win the game? Yeah, we should. But obviously, we're not making anything easy on ourselves right now. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens. I would love to see us come out and just absolutely put the body on Everton and thrash them, something like 4-0. A clean sheet for me is the biggest thing right now. We need the victory, but a victory with a clean sheet against Everton in the Merseyside derby. At Anfield, we haven't had a clean sheet in Anfield yet this year in the Premier League. So let's get that one over the line. Let's get that monkey off our back and continue going forward from there. Starting 11, obviously, no Alisson, so Adrian in goal. Not worried about it. Adrian in goal, and he's fine. Like he won us a Super Cup. I think Alisson was out for the first 8 games, 9 games, however many it was. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. I kind of forget how many he was gone for. Played well, deputized for him, great. So a couple of nervous moments against Brighton, but what do you expect? He was sitting there in the freezing cold. A ball hits his hands and falls out. Like, it's going to happen. You're cold. When you're out there on the pitch and you're moving around your hands, everything's going to warm up. So not expect. Alisson's a great deputy for him. He's a great keeper. He's got plenty of Premier League experience. I'm not worried there. Left back, Robbo. Yeah, no arguments. Nobody's ever replacing him, so that's fine. Beside him, the big man, Virgil. Off at 2 goals, a great performance against Brighton. Just came second in the Ballon d'Or. Might have a little chip on his shoulder from losing out. Who knows? You definitely can't see it. He'll never tell you that, but I would love to see him come out and just absolutely dominate Everton. Big crunching tackles, couple of goals, maybe just one big towering header. Obviously, that's where he scored on his debut in the FA Cup. So let's see what he can do this time. Beside him, Dejan Lovren. You know what? I used to think Dejan Lovren was a weak link in our side. And, for a while there, he might have been, but his past performances have been nothing short of phenomenal. And the block he made against Brighton, one of the blocks he made against Napoli, like, this is what you're there for. Come in and play. So with Matip out and him in, I'm not worried anymore. I'm no longer expecting him to make a mistake. Right back, obviously Trent, best right back in the world. Guy, the way he crosses a ball, his delivery is out of this world. It's De Bruyne-esque, if that's really the way you want to look at it. So yeah, I'm excited for this game, and I know Trent will be up for it. Scouse Laddie's going to be ready to go. I'm going to skip the midfield because I think that's where all our decisions are, obviously. So I'm going to jump forward to the front three, and we're Salah, Firmino, Mane. I think this is the first time they're ever going to start. They would ever start a Merseyside derby together. So I think if there's no better time to do that than right now, Everton's kind of there for the picking. They collapsed against Leicester after starting really well, and I'd love to see them try to handle that front three and for us to just go out there and absolutely take the game to them. The midfield, I think, is where we might see something weird. Okay, I'm expecting it. The midfield three I want to see: Henderson or Wijnaldum in the 6. Probably Wijnaldum. I'd like to see Henderson get a bit of a break. Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain. The way I look at it, Everton's there for the taking right now. Go out there, go out with an offensive squad. Both Ox and Keita are both going to track back. Keita's, when he was playing for Leipzig, he was one of the best at winning the ball back after the loss of possession, which is one of the main reasons why we paid what we paid for him and got him. So let's give these guys the opportunity to go out there and show us what they got. I'd love to see that midfield three. The one midfield I don't want to see, and I'm almost positive we're going to, And it's nothing against the players. It's just I don't think they work well together against a team that's not coming at you all game. I think against a team like City or Chelsea or Barca or Madrid or some of those teams that like that ball possession and all of that, that's that midfield of Hendo, Wijnaldum, and Milner. And again, they're all great footballers. They all do their jobs well. It's just together against a team that isn't going to have the lion's share of the ball and attacking you all game. Yeah, some of the things I noticed, like Napoli, once that midfield three was on there, Napoli just took away our width, and we couldn't do anything because we had no creativity in the middle of the park. So I'd like to see that creativity there. Let me know in the comments what you want to see for your midfield three. But it's the Merseyside derby. It's under the lights. It's just get excited for it. Get behind the boys nice and early. And as I said, we'll be down at the Cat and Fiddle games at 1:15. I'll see you all there. Let's go Reds.